morning everyone, we're back at the Hospital Club.
Hello.
Today I'm going to have a bit of a rant about proofs. Over the years...
Should we explain what proofs are for people who aren't in the industry?
That's true, absolutely, yes.
So the proofs are, very often before a book is actually put on the market, the publisher will create a version of it that is not for sale, but they can send out to newspaper reviewers, they might even send out to vloggers, so they can get a sense of what the book is like. And of course, so it's effectively a manuscript, but rather than just send out a PDF or a Word document, what they do is they bind it up so it looks and feels like a book to give it some sense of personality and a little insight into what the book is all about. So effectively it's like a cover. Yeah. But weirdly, they never seem to use the actual cover of the book itself.
No, and that's really what I want to have a rant about. Over the years I've been sent a huge amount of books to read and recommend on writing proof copy. I think we both have done a lot of that. And been sent a lot of proofs just for interest before publication, and every single time you see so much invention and creativity and thought and effort that goes into creating that cover and the communication on it.
It's hugely depressing because I think the psychology is, okay, this is a proof, we want to get good reviews, we want to get standout, we want the cognoscenti and all the influencers who we're going to send this proof to, we want it to really impress upon them so that they write good reviews. So there's a kind of a real special effort goes into it.
And they look beautiful, they're interesting, they're intriguing, they don't give everything away. Often they're something that makes you pick it up and go, oh, I don't know what that's about, but I want to find out.
So all the same rules that one would have thought you would apply to doing a cover for a consumer, and yet somehow there's a feeling that the proof is going to a more knowledgeable audience, or it's people who are on the inside, and therefore we can take more liberties. And I think that is actually doing a disservice to the consumer.
Yeah. So you see these beautiful pieces of work, they look amazing, and then you see the finished book, and it's got a landscape or a headless woman or a shadowy running man or all the kind of cliches that we're so used to, and often the justification is, we're scared Tesco won't like it, and it just feels such a waste of an opportunity to do something different. I've actually brought a proof here which, to give HarperCollins all credit, they've taken the best features of this into the final book, so I bought a good one. This is the portable Veblen.
Portable what?
The portable Veblen, completely bonkers title, quite bonkers book, absolutely amazing, actually, magic, beautiful. But what they've tried to do, they haven't tried to explain the book because it isn't terribly explainable. What they did on the proof was to create something really, really different, very, very understated. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, I'll hold that.
The title's right at the top, the author's name's right at the bottom, the squirrel, which is a recurring sort of theme of the book, a tiny little quote. And all of this is type, all the grey is type, which says maybe yes, maybe no, which is again a recurring theme in the book. Now, it gives nothing away at all on the face of it, but it makes you absolutely go, my God, this is really interesting, I just want to find out what it is. And actually they have taken that motif through into the final book, so it's a reversed version of it, so the squirrel is made of the type and the book is white.
Right.
So it still looks intriguing, it still looks really different. But this is the kind of work, and you can see that the designers have had a lot of creative freedom and fun, and often the finished version feels like the original design impetus and the creativity has been squashed by committee, I think. Not necessarily in this book, but
and it's
you can see a good idea where everyone goes, but what's going to happen to a white book on the shelves, or the usual.
It's always that. It will be, will the retailers like it? Will Tesco like it? Will Waterstones like it? Will it hasn't got a big headline? Will it stand out on the shelf? Will the consumers understand what it's about?
Let's put a strap line on it.
So there's lots of spoon feeding and explaining that goes on in the cover design process that will take something that's really quite pure and simple like that and turn it into a more conventional book cover, which there are very good reasons why that happens, and we all understand that it's a very commercial world and this is about selling, but there are ways of selling which aren't always about spoon feeding. It can be about intriguing and delighting and surprising, and it happens all the time in proofs and very, very rarely with conventional book covers. And so we thought it's good for you to see some proofs, see what kind of things are happening in that space.
Yeah, and absolutely, and it's a plea as well. Just don't chuck it all out. Kind of think hard about what's made the proof feel special and about the effort that's gone into it, because it often feels like all the effort, the creative effort, is poured into the,
Well, it sounds
version.
yeah. It sounds what's interesting about this one is that they've taken some of the learning from the proof and applied it to the finished design.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whereas
And it's really good to see that. Whereas so
very
often
often
you see
they're
a completely different
miles apart.
thing, and it looks like every other, I don't know, women's fiction title or literary fiction title or thriller that's already been out there, where the proof may be something different. I could rant about this for hours, but I won't.
So we're going to cut
We'll stop.
Katie off there now and just say proofs are beautiful, interesting pieces of design that do a very extreme version of what really publishers should be trying to do with the consumer anyway. And there is learning to be taken from the proofs. They shouldn't just be treated as a completely discrete piece of design.
Rant over.
Rant
Thank you
over.
very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.